everybody, and welcome back to Creations by Meraki. I'm Jazz, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a fishtail and a fishtail braid. So we're going to start off with just making sure that the hair is nice and prepped. Spray some of your favorite heat protectant spray on the hair, give it a brush, make sure that there's no knots or bumps or lumps in the hair, and then if you also have a hair straightener handy, give the hair a bit of a straighten just to make sure that it's nice and smooth and there's no bumps or knots in the hair, which will make it a little bit easier to braid with. Okay, so we're going to jumpstart getting straight into the braid now. So I'm going to teach you how to fishtail first. So just section the top half of the hair just so that there's not as much hair that you have to hold in your hands, just to start to learn how to actually do your fishtail. Just smoothing out the top of the hair, make sure there's no bumps, but again, we're only practicing, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Now we're just going to split it into two sections and grab a piece from the back of one of the sections and put it over the top of it to the other section, and a piece from the right hand section and put it over the top of that right hand section and add it into the left hand section. So we're just grabbing a piece from the back of each section and just basically crossing it over the top and adding it into the other section. So a piece from the right hand side, cross it over the top, and then a piece from the left hand side, and crossing it over the top. This is as basic as the fishtail braid is. This is how it goes. This is how easy it is. You're just crossing one piece of hair over the top of a section and then the other piece of the hair over the top of the section. So we're just going to be continuing this all the way down. You can practice just this fishtail as much as you want before we go into the actual fishtail braid, which is very similar to a French braid, except it's a fishtail braid as well. So each of these pieces we're grabbing from the back of each section is about, I would say, around 1 centimeters in width, but you don't have to keep it even. As I said, we're only practicing, so just do the best that you can do. So grabbing a piece from the right hand side and putting it over the top of the right hand section, and then a piece from the back of the left hand side and putting it over the top of the left hand section. And just notice how I'm using my thumbs just to hold the hair in place over that top of that section. It just helps and makes it a little bit easier to control the hair. I'm just grabbing a band and tying it off here. I like to leave a little bit of hair at the bottom of my fishtails so that I can spread them out. See how I'm doing this now? Just gives it more of a fishtail effect. And then we have a fishtail braid, or a fishtail. So you can take this out and continue practicing just the fishtail as much as you would like. But we are going to move into doing the fishtail braid now. So again, we're just splitting it into two sections and grabbing a piece from the back of the left hand section and crossing that over the top of the left hand section, and then a piece from the right hand section and crossing that over the top. Holding it there with our thumbs, I'm going to grab a piece from the back of the left hand section and then a piece from the front of the hair, and add that into that section as you're crossing it over the top of the braid. So a piece from the right hand section, cross it over the top, and then grabbing a piece from the front and adding that in. And crossing that over the top as well. So a piece from the left hand section, crossing that over the top, holding it there with our thumb, and then grabbing a piece from the front of the head and adding that into that section and crossing it over the top. It is the same process the whole way down for the rest of the head. Don't worry if you are struggling with trying to get the right hand structure or trying to hold the hair there. As I said, we're only practicing, so the more you practice this, the better and quicker you will get, and the neater you can get as well, and the smaller pieces you'll be able to take as well. So just grabbing a little piece of hair from the bottom of the head and crossing that over. So now that we've run out of hair to add in, we're just going to continue this down like a normal fishtail. So we're just grabbing a piece from the back of the hair and adding it over the front. And we're just continuing this all the way down. Piece of hair from the back of the right hand side, cross it over, hold it there with our thumb, and then grab a piece from the back of the left hand side. And cross it over and hold it there with our thumb. This is a really good, easy, quick braid to do once you get the hang of it. First thing in the morning before work or for school or for an event. It looks nice with any outfit as well. We're just crossing those sections over the top of each side, and I'm just grabbing a hairband. Just make sure you leave a little bit of hair at the bottom of the fishtail. Just using a little hairband there, and then we're just going to spread it out with our fingers just to create that nice fishtail effect. And there you have it, that's a fishtail braid. So now you know how to fishtail and fishtail braid, so you can add that into your repertoire of braids that you know how to do. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Stay groovy and keep expressing yourselves.